Alright, so hook I'm going to be using is a Gamakatsu B10S and a 1/0. I have some extra strong thread. You can use 3/0, 210, whatever you want. I'm just going to use black. You can use, doesn't really matter. Do the thread base. Then I'm going to run some heavy shock. This will help keep the tail of the fly from wrapping around the hook. Take my bunny tail. I'm using olive brown barred rabbit strip. I'm going to taper the end like so. Then I'm going to kind of measure out basically what I want to do on there. Get that set up. Then I'm going to take some Perch Flashabou. I want my Perch Flashabou to be about as long as the tail that I have. My rabbit tail. Tie it in. I'm going to loop the rest back over. And you can add a lot of flash because you can always take it out later. It's better to have too much in the beginning than not enough. Okay, next is kind of an important step for this fly. I'm going to get my rabbit strip kind of where I want it. And I'm going to add a piece of heavy shock and 30 pound. And it's going to make a loop right here. And that's basically going to hold this rabbit strip up off this hook from wrapping around. How I'm going to do that is I'm going to pierce the rabbit strip with a bodkin. So I'm going to kind of fold it lengthwise where I want it. Take a bodkin. Pierce the rabbit strip. And I'm going to shove that 30 pound heavy shock through that. It's the trickiest part of this fly. Like so. And what I'm going to do, tie in this mono. And you want it about half a hook length behind the bend of the hook. Make sure everything stays on top if it wants to roll on you. Okay. Trim that. Make sure it's good and secure. I'm going to take and I'm going to lay this down so everything kind of lines up. I'm going to split the rabbit so everything lays nice and straight, and this way the rabbit's not going to wrap around that hook when you cast it. Tie that in. And here's where I kind of change the fly. I'm going to take the same rabbit here. I'm going to taper the front end so I can tie it in. Then I'm going to wrap the rabbit up towards the head of the fly. I don't think he does this in the original version, but I don't know, so this is just how I do it. Bring my thread up. And I'm going to pull back the rabbit each time I wrap going forward. up the head without breaking it, which I just did. Okay, I'm going to add a red throat to this fly, and I'm going to actually use fin raccoon. I'm just going to take a chunk of it here. Just going to go to about the hook point with this. Then I'm going to take olive. I'm going to go chunk of olive on each side. Same thing, fin raccoon. Just beefs up the front of this fly a little bit more. Adds a little contrast. Same thing on the other side. Build up the head a little. Then I'm going to run some black craft fur right over the top. Finish off my head and tie it off. And honestly, you could probably end the fly here if you wanted, but we're going to add some eyes just for a more realistic look. Okay, I got some fish skull living eyes in 10 mil fire color. And they're sticky, but if you just stick them on, they're going to come off first time you cast them, obviously. One on each side. We're going to add some clear cure goo, thick. Gonna kind of pinch the eyes where we want them. Put a bunch of that right in that head to fill that gap between the eyes. Be pretty generous with this stuff if you want. Then we're gonna take our UV light, hit it. Stick them in place here, or stick them to your thumb like I just did. Okay, flip it over, do the same thing on the bottom. Get them where we want them. Hit them. We're going to take some of this goo and just kind of go over the front third of the eyes. Alright, got it done with the UV light. It's looking good. Eyes are solid. There it is.